Is your law firm actually saving any money by working with AI employees instead of human employees? Now, let's go through the numbers because you really need to know this, okay? Now, you've heard the claims AI employees are cheaper. Why? Because they never sleep, because they work all the time, because they don't make mistakes that humans make, right? Those are all the claims. Now, obviously, they do work all the time and they don't sleep. It is not true that they don't make mistakes. In fact, arguably, they make as many, if not more, mistakes than humans, but that's not what we're talking about now. We're just talking about the numbers, okay? So let's accept the theory that that's the case. This is how much it costs to run AI right now, and this is how much it costs for an employee right now. The question is not how much does it cost you today, it's how much does what you're building, is it going to cost you in the future? I'm gonna give you an example. When a human employee wants a raise, do they just start taking more money from you? No, they ask you, can I get a raise? There's your question mark, right? The conversation begins between you and your employee, and you decide whether or not they get a raise and how much they get. You could decide to turn that into a green dollar sign and they get more, or put them on a plan, tell them that no, that it's not possible, but it's a conversation. When AI wants to charge you more, do they ask or do they just start charging you? The answer is they absolutely just start charging you. They already have. It has become more expensive already to use AI than it was when you first started it. And the thing is, they don't have to ask you. They just raise their rates. Guess what? There's no conversation to be had here with an AI employee. Once you have adopted this and you've gotten rid of these, there is no conversation to be had about cost anymore. Once they know that you need them because you don't have them, then this number skyrockets. It goes up and you have no choice but to pay what they want because you don't have employees anymore. That is the difference between these two equations. This is a circumstance where you are in control of how much your firm is spending, and yes, it can affect quality, but at least it's under your control, versus this, when you've set up an infrastructure that your company has to go by, and then the company that controls who's doing your work says it's going to be twice as much now. What does that do to your numbers? That's what you need to be thinking about when you make decisions about which kind of employees to employ in your firm. And that goes for everything. That goes for your attorneys, that goes for the people answering your phones, and it especially goes for the people doing your marketing. That is why we at We Are Your Neon do not use AI for content or for running systems. It is only humans, skilled and well-trained humans who have been doing this for years, that we have at our firm. And if that sounds of interest to you, if that's something that you want to trust because you know you can have a conversation about how much you're paying us versus how much it's just going to cost because we send you a new bill and guess what? You're out of luck. Give us a call.